Stop scrolling. Let me ask you a question. Can you really speak English at the airport? I'm not talking about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. I mean real, practical English. When you're feeling nervous, when people are speaking fast, and you have no time to think. Today, you're going to learn English naturally, just by listening to a real life story. No boring grammar, no complicated explanations. Just listen and speak. This is the story of the day I went to the airport. I want you to shadow my voice. Copy my words exactly as I say them. By the end of this video, you'll be able to speak English with confidence in one of the most stressful places in the world. Are you ready? Let's begin. I went to the airport early in the morning. I woke up at 5 a.m. The sky was still dark outside, and the city was completely quiet. I checked my phone. No new messages. Good. I packed my bag very carefully. Passport, ticket, wallet. I kept telling myself, don't forget anything. Don't forget anything. I locked the front door. I took a deep breath. Today was a travel day. Now, let's practice together. Repeat after me. I woke up early. I packed my bag. I checked my passport. I was ready to go. Great job. Let's continue the story. I ordered a taxi. The driver arrived in just 10 minutes. I got into the car. Good morning, he said with a friendly voice. Good morning, I replied. The road was almost empty. The streetlights were still on, glowing in the early morning darkness. I looked out the window, watching the city wake up. I felt excited and a little nervous at the same time. I thought about my flight. I thought about navigating the huge airport. Okay, your turn to speak. Repeat these sentences slowly. I got into the taxi. The road was quiet. I felt excited. I felt nervous. You're doing fantastic. The taxi arrived, and the airport was big, very big. People were everywhere. Some were walking fast, pulling their suitcases behind them. Some were just waiting, looking at the departure boards. I entered the building. A rush of cold air touched my face. I saw so many signs. Check-in, departures, arrivals. It was a little overwhelming. I took a moment, then followed the sign that said check-in. Let's practice again. Repeat after me. The airport was crowded. People were walking fast. I followed the sign. Perfect. I found the right line for my airline and stood there, waiting. When it was finally my turn, the check-in agent smiled at me and said, "May I see your passport, please?" I gave her my passport. She looked at it, then asked, "Do you have any luggage to check in?" I said, "Yes, one bag." She typed something on her computer. Then, she printed my boarding pass. "Here you go," she said, handing it to me. "Your gate is 23B. I took it and said, "Thank you." Now, let's practice those important phrases. Repeat them aloud. May I see your passport? Do you have any luggage? Here is your boarding pass. Thank you very much. Excellent. Next, I went to security. This is always the part that makes me a little anxious. I put my bag on the moving belt. I took off my shoes. I took out my laptop from my backpack. A security officer pointed and said, "Please step forward." I walked through the big metal scanner. Beep. For just 1 second, I felt my heart jump, but everything was fine. "You're good to go," the officer said with a nod. I collected my things and felt relieved. Let's practice this part. Repeat these sentences slowly after me. I put my bag on the belt. I walked through the scanner. Everything was fine. You're sounding more and more confident. After security, I found my gate. Gate 23B. I sat down and waited. People around me were talking quietly. Some were busy on their phones. Others were trying to get a quick nap before their flight. Then, I heard the announcement over the speakers. Passengers for flight 204 to London. Please prepare for boarding. My heart started beating a little faster. This was it. Let's practice one more time. Repeat after me. I sat down. I waited at the gate. I listened to the announcement. Finally, the boarding process started. The gate agent announced, "Group A may board now." That was my group. I stood up, walked to the counter, and showed my boarding pass. I walked down the jet bridge and onto the plane. The plane was cool and quiet. I found my seat, number 15A. I put my bag in the overhead compartment above my head. I sat down, buckled my seatbelt, and smiled. Let's repeat these final steps together. I boarded the plane. I found my seat. I sat down. I looked out the window. As the plane got ready for takeoff, I thought to myself, I did it. I used English. I understood everything everyone said to me. I wasn't afraid. This is how real English works. It's not about studying endless grammar books. It's about living it, using it, and building your confidence step by step. If you could follow this story, you are improving. If you spoke the sentences with me, you are learning real, practical English. If you found this helpful, please like this video and go to the comments and write, I can speak at the airport. It's a great way to declare your new confidence. And don't forget to subscribe for more daily English stories just like this one. Remember, English is not just something you learn. English is something you use. See you in the next story.